Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. From wherever you are around the world, this is Scott Dunker's English Live Q&A number 4. Not 5, not 3, not 2, not 1, but number 4. Welcome, everyone who is there watching. I know we just have 2. Oh, brilliant. We have 2 already. Have some really fun things to be looking at today. Already have a hello SMM. Have some really fun initiatives to go on today. We have a couple of games. I'll be interacting with you. Of course, I'll give you your English fact, and it's a really good English fact today. Remember, you'll have to wait for the fact at the end of the Q&A, so that'll be in about 40 minutes time. I know you're already excited for that, but you're going to have to wait until the end. So as usual, we're going to be looking at asking the audience. So I'm going to ask you a little bit later what you think about a particular topic, what your opinion is about that. And we're going to be looking at something new because I want to know your English knowledge out there. And it's going to be called What Is This? So I'm going to show you something, and I'd like you to tell me in the chat what it is or what you think it is. But before we start, this is a Q&A, so any questions that you have for me, I am happy to answer. Anything English related, I am happy to answer. Hopefully, I can answer it. We'll soon find out if I can. So any English questions that come to mind, if not, don't worry, I'm going to give you, well, you can have the whole session, really. You can have the whole 40 minutes to decide. But this is your opportunity now that if anything does come to mind, anything to do with English grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, anything like that, I will hopefully be able to answer that for you. Because remember, this is a Q&A, so any questions that come in at any point, I'll be happy to answer. So I'll just give you a little bit longer to come up with some questions. If you don't have any, then we'll just move straight on with our Ask the Audience segment. And then I'm going to go for the vocabulary knowledge. After that, vocabulary knowledge is going to be a what is this? And you will find what it is a little bit later on. But instead, we're going to ask the audience. We're going to ask the audience and see what they think about this particular topic. We'll just wait a couple more moments and see if anyone has any questions come through. If not, then I'll give it a little bit longer. If not, then we're going to have a topic right in here. So I'm going to write it in our chat as well. So everyone watching can get involved in this. So this is the question for today. So this is what I'm asking. I'm asking all of you out there. Bless me. It is okay to sneeze live. Right, so this is the question. So I'm asking you two out there watching, what is your opinion about theme parks? SMM, how polite. Already said bless you. I do appreciate good manners. And hopefully I don't have any more sneezes during the Q&A. Hopefully I'm not allergic to anything here in my office. So yeah, the question is, what is your opinion about theme parks? Now, we all have theme parks in our own country, some more than others. But what do you think about theme parks? Scared of them, but fun, says SMM. Can be scared, can be scary. Yeah, I'm not personally scared of them, but I can see why some are because of what they have in them. Is there anything that you like about theme parks? Anything you dislike about them? Do you like roller coasters, for instance? Or if it's not roller coasters, maybe it's water rides. Is there anything in particular you like about theme parks? I can't find anything I dislike about theme park. I think it is exhilarating. It's exciting. It's great fun. I would definitely like to go to one. soon, because I know how difficult it is these days to go to theme parks. But I would love to go to one later this year. SMM says, I do like roller coasters. Well, that's great to hear. It's great to hear you like roller coasters. One of the main rides when you go to a lot of these theme parks, you see many roller coasters. In my opinion, that's can be the most fun, is going to these roller coasters. Really adrenaline fueled excitement, something I really like about them. Or wherever you're from, tell me where you're from, and also tell me as well, do you have any theme parks in your country? I know you have some in Spain, for instance, but if somebody can tell me about where they're from and what country they have theirs, or where they are, if it's in the capital city or it's in the middle of nowhere. Oh, we have a question that's just come in. Which one is the best theme park in the UK? Well, this is, of course, subjective, because I'm just going to go on past experiences here, but also on what the internet says, because you have to agree with the internet at times. And that is one quite close to London and known as Thorpe Park. So Thorpe Park I consider to be the best theme park here in the UK. It has a lot of roller coasters. It has some other rides, I believe, some water rides. It also has, I think, some rides for children. So I think it's really for the whole family, but I believe it's more aimed at adults more than anything. If you're looking at other theme parks, there's a theme park here on the south coast, which is called Poulton's Park. This one is aimed more for children, more aimed at children, where they don't have as many roller coasters, but they have lots of interactive attractions for children to go on. I was there, well, yeah, when I was a child, and it was good fun back then. Not on the top of my list to visit these days, but maybe someday I might go back there, see if it is any different. So these are two theme parks that we have here in the UK. In Thorpe Park, actually, you can actually stay in a hotel near to the attraction park. I've never done that before, but I reckon that's really good fun. So you go to the theme park, come out of the theme park, stay in the hotel, and then wake up early the next day and do it all over again. So what about in your own countries? In your own countries, what is it that you like about the theme parks in your country? Or do you not like theme parks? Or what do you have against theme parks? So don't be afraid to get involved. It'd be great to hear from any of you out there watching. I will tell you about a couple of the other theme parks we do have, because another one that we do have that's a little bit further away from London is one known as Chessington. Okay, so we have one from SMM here that says they have some in Spain. One is called Warner. Not sure which one this is. I know they have. I know of Portaventura, I think is one of them, but Warner is not one I have been to. So I guess it's Warner Brothers. But what does it have? Does it have roller coasters? Does it have water rides? Does it have these merry-go-rounds? Does it have bumper cars? What does it have there? Or does it have all of them? Either way, I'd like to go to one of them. And Parque de Atracciones. I do apologize for the pronunciation, because I know my Spanish pronunciation is rather dreadful. But it seems that the Parque de Atracciones is another one in Madrid. And I wonder if that as well also has the same, and that you could also go to that one as well and have a great time. SMS says she hasn't been there for years. Haven't been there for years. You have everything there. Yeah, there are also there are many theme parks all over the world that pretty much offer everything that you need. Not just the thrills, but like I said, it's the excitement. It can be the drama of shows or any sort of events that you have in the park, any sort of spectacles that you can see. Who out there can tell me the most famous theme park in the world? What's the most famous? So I told you the theme parks, some of the theme parks here in the UK. Can you tell me one of the, I'd say, most famous theme park in the entire world? One that I'm sure everyone knows. Yes, you're not wrong at all. Disney is definitely the one that comes to my mind as well. So yeah, Disney World, Disneyland, they are all over the world. There are plenty of them around the globe. Does anyone know exactly where these are around the world? Do you know if there is one in Europe? Is there one in Asia? Is there one in the United States? Where are all these Disney theme parks, or is it all just in one place? What do you think? Do you know anything about these Disney theme parks? Do you know where they are? So we have Paris, Florida. Yeah, so we have Paris, Florida. That's 2 of them. Many places. Yeah, definitely all over the world is right. So there's one in Europe. I believe there's one in Asia as well. I might be wrong, but it could be in Hong Kong. SMMM seems to think that one is coming to the UK. Well, time will tell, won't we, if one is coming to the UK or not. I haven't heard anything about that, but that would be very exciting. I don't know where they would find space for it, because we already have quite a few theme parks here already. But I'm sure that would be very welcome to see a Disney theme park here in the UK. So yeah, I think there's one in France, so one in Paris, one in Hong Kong, I believe, or maybe Shanghai. I think there's one there. And yeah, I think the most famous one is in Orlando, Florida, where there are not just that Disney theme park of Disneyland, but there are many theme parks all around the US as well to visit. All that are really, I've been very fortunate to have visited quite a few of them out there, and I can't recommend them highly enough. They're absolutely amazing to visit, and you certainly have a great day going there, especially if it's sunny. Makes the day even better. So I noticed we had another person join. So get involved in our discussion. So anything you like about theme parks? Tell me if there's anything you like about theme parks or you don't like about theme parks. Do you think theme parks are safe? Do you think they're unsafe? What is your opinion on that? Because usually theme parks are quite safe most of the time. Which one is my favorite? Well, if I was to pick a theme park itself, if I had to choose one, the one I would choose, I'm going to write this in the chat in case you're all interested out there of which one it is Universal Studios, which is in Florida. I have about 4 or 5 theme parks in Florida. So I'd say Universal Studios. I think Universal Studios have a perfect balance of adrenaline-fueled excitement with the roller coasters. There are plenty of water rides as well for you to go on. There's a lot to do with films there as well. I like how some of them are interactive. Some of the shows are quite interactive. So yeah, I choose Universal Studios as my pick, but there are loads and loads to choose from. Right, SMM is just coming with another one. So we have theme parks are safe, but you never know. Accidents happen. They do. Accidents happen. One did happen, I think, approximately about 8 years, maybe less than that. ago happened on one ride here in the UK. I don't remember which one it was, if it was at Chessington or another theme park, and it was a rather terrible accident. Nobody died, which was rather fortunate, but people did lose limbs. So it was a rather tragic story, and I guess that the theme park is still open today, but that particular attraction is closed. But yeah, of course, accidents can happen. These rides go at, so especially roller coasters, go at great speed. So there's definite risk when you do go on them. But you'd like to think that there is a lot of safety and a lot of precaution that goes into these rides being used by the public, or by the public going on them. So in my opinion, they are safe on the whole, but you just, like I said, you never know. What about, so we're just going to take a step away from theme parks and look at fun fairs. What's your opinion about fun fairs? It's slightly different to a theme park. We could have fun fairs in our towns or in our villages, and these are good. These are as well can be good fun. But you have to pay individually for these, and you could scare. Oh, well, SMM has already come in with more scary. Well, it can be because there's probably a little bit less safety guaranteed. With something like this, more accidents. Definitely, more accidents could also come from fun fairs. These are bumper cars, roller coasters. You just never know how safe these attractions are. You hope that they are, because you've never actually been on any of them before. So there's always, like I said, there's always that risk. But I think with a fun fair, I think you do need to take extra care. Even if it's one of those rides that takes you right up into the sky and then right back down. Not my cup of tea, but I know many people that absolutely love them. Just be aware of that. Of course, when you do go to fun fairs, you never know. So SMN says she likes it for the food, churros. Well, that's no surprise that churros are sold at fun fairs, and I'm sure they are popular in Spanish fun fairs all around Spain. I don't go to many fun fairs. I know there is one close to where I am here in Bournemouth. But remember, tell me about the fun fairs in your cities, in your towns, in your villages. How are they? Is it a good atmosphere? Are there lots of attractions? Are there not many attractions? Are there loads of people there? What's usually the reaction that people have towards these fun fairs? Is it positive? Is it negative? Like I said, for me, it's not something that I go to. But yeah, don't hesitate. Write in the chat. I'd love to hear what you have to say about them. Okay, so SMM has actually just come back, said yes, in my town, twice a year. So I guess twice a year in her, twice a year in this person's town, and people love it. It is a great excuse to go out and have fun with your friends or mingle with other people out there. And yeah, it's a roller coaster, or that is bumper cars, or anything like that. Yeah, say it's really popular. Is it popular in other countries? Is it popular in Italy, in Germany, in France, in other countries in Europe? Couldn't say, because I've never been to any fun fairs anywhere else in Europe. I've been to a couple in Spain, but nowhere else in Europe. So it is mainly for families, and at night are also open. So it seems that it's open for everyone to visit. So family or families, friends, anyone can go, and it goes on till quite late. So I bet it is quite a party, a great atmosphere, I'm sure. Of course, this is pre-COVID times, not COVID times at the moment, where you probably won't have many fun fairs this year. But pre-COVID, hopefully after COVID, we'll be able to think back to these wonderful times that we had at fun fairs, and also think ahead to the great times that we can have again, being surrounded by people and having great fun on the rides, or playing any of the games to win any prizes, because there are loads of those at fun fairs as well. But yeah, lots to like about these fun fairs. It's the entertainment aspect, it's the excitement that comes with it. I would love to go to one outside of Europe and see what that's like. I've never been to one outside of Europe, and see what it's like. I don't think I'll go on any of the rides, but I would definitely like to see what it's all about. Anyone else have anything else to say about fun fairs or theme parks? Does anyone have any plans to go any fun fairs or theme parks anytime in the future? I did say earlier I'd like to go to one here in the UK a little bit later this year. It's been well over a couple of years since I last went to one. Anyone have any ideas of if they would like to go to one in their own country in the next few months, or if they've been to one recently? Don't hesitate. Write it in the chat. SMN says, are they now open in the UK? It's a good question. I believe they are. Not 100% sure if they all are open, but I think they're open with restrictions. However, I would recommend checking that. So don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure that the majority of the main theme parks are now open. But yeah, have a look online if you are based here in the UK. There's one in the south, and there are plenty in the center of the country as well. So yeah, have a look online at those. I know that I'm sure in other countries they are open. I don't know about Disney, if Disney is still open. I'm sure they are. Okay, so if nobody has anything else left to say then about the theme parks, thank you very much, SMM, for your comments about some of yours. Some of your favorite places to go in the theme parks, what you like about fun fairs, and having a couple more people join, which is great. Thank you for joining, everyone. And yeah, just before we move on, if anyone has any opinions about theme parks, what do you like about theme parks? Do you like roller coasters? Do you like the bumper cars? Do you like to get wet and go on water rides? Do you like scary houses or haunted houses, or to go to shows? What is it that you like about theme parks, or what don't you like about theme parks? You don't have to like them. You can dislike them as well, of course. So if there is nothing else that anyone likes to add, then we're going to move on to the next segment. SMM actually has just written bumper cars. Yes, I've been on quite a few over the years. I don't know if anyone else out there has also been on bumper cars. SMM is asking how to pronounce it. Well, I'm going to write it in the chat for you as well. Yeah, they are called bumper cars. I love bumper cars. Not great for my neck, not at all. But I think the fun that comes from that is that if you have a friend or any particular person, you can hit them usually as hard and as fast as you can, which at the time is really cool and is great to see. And of course, you drive around in a circle, hit other people on the side, on the back. But yeah, I think the following day you probably feel the pain in your neck. She didn't know well, there you go. SMN didn't know the name, but now does. They're called bumper cars. You could find them at fun fairs and also in theme parks. But yeah, make sure one thing when you do go on a bumper car, I'm sure all of you out there know this already, make sure you wear a seatbelt, because if you bump someone, you could be flying out to somewhere that you don't even know where you're going to finish up. So make sure that you wear your seatbelt, because you just don't know that if you do hit someone, it could be rather dangerous. Right, so if we have nothing more to add here with the Ask the Audience, once again, thank you everyone for watching up to this point and also for interacting. So this next segment is a brand new one, and I want all of you to try and get involved here. So the first person to tell me about this. So this is all about your vocabulary knowledge. So I'd like you to tell me what something is. But it's not an object. It's something that we have on our bodies. So can anyone tell me what this is on our body right here? It's in the middle of our arm. Who can tell me what this part of our bodies are? Now, remember, it has to be in English, not in your own language. So it needs to be in English. What is this part of the body? First person to answer gets a great shout out. S&M, what a surprise. Quick off the mark. It is indeed your elbow. Yes. So elbow is the center of our arms. So of course we have one on our left and also on our right. So that is on a part of our body. So very well done. And we're also going to have a look at another. In this case, we're going to look at an object. So we had a look there at a part of my body, but now we're going to have a look at an object. So let me find it here. So of course, here we have a pen. As you can see, it's a blue pen. But what do we put on the top of the pen? Now, this is not just necessarily for pens. You can also use this for bottles. What do we put on top of bottles? What do we put on top of pens? To make sure that none of the ink comes out of this or none of the liquid comes out of the bottle. Very good. So yes, we have a cap. We have a cap, which is what we find, or a lid. So yeah, S&M is right in both. So you can have a cap or a lid. So this is not just in what we see here, with what you have there. You can also find it on top of a bottle. So you can also find the cap on the top of your bottle. Could also not necessarily be that. Where else could you find a cap? Could you find a cap on anything else? So you can find it on a pen. You can find it on a bottle. Anything else that you could find, that you can find a cap? What else do you want to contain? Oh, S&M is saying that it was luck, that she got it right. Well, she got it right. That's what matters, is that you got it right. And that you had the right one, if that is a lid or a cap. But what else could we use a lid for? So we can use it to put on top of a bottle. You could also use it with Tupperware. If you want to put something in Tupperware, you can put a lid on top as well. So anything that you want to contain, it can be a lid that you put on the top. Anything else that you can think of that involves a lid, then do write it in the chat, and I will happily answer your question, or I'll happily answer your comment. That is there. Right, so we're going to, just before, we got about 15 minutes or so left. And of course, the English fact is coming. Don't you worry. And thank you, everyone who has stayed tuned all the way through, because I know you're waiting for that English fact, but it's coming. Not quite yet. Is that we're just going to have a quick, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about about not necessarily the topic for today. But I'd like you very much to try and interact with me here and tell me what it is that you like about the English language, what it is that you enjoy about learning the language. Is it about interacting with other people? Is it about understanding series or music or podcasts? So this is all about your English, all about what you enjoy when you learn the language, or maybe you don't enjoy it. Some people do, some people don't. But is there anything that you really like about learning the language, or any advice that you would like to give to anyone out there be able to communicate with people from all over the world. SMM saying that that's what she prefers. Thank you for your comment. I think that's a fantastic one. I think that's probably many people do it for that reason, that they can communicate with almost the entire world. With the amount of people that speak English these days, communication is absolutely crucial. So good to hear that is what you like the most about it. And there's also a comment there about it being fascinating. Yeah, I think it could be fascinating to learn a language, because there's always a lot in a language, that is German, French, Spanish, Russian. There's always a lot that a language has to offer. And I think if you ever decide to learn a language, and of course, everyone who is watching at the moment, I'm sure will agree with me that learning a language is not easy, but the rewards that come with it are massive. They are wonderful. So I certainly do agree with both of those comments there, and I can see why you like learning the language. Anything else that comes to mind about what it is that you like about learning the English language? If that is to do with pronunciation, do you like the pronunciation aspect of the language, the vocabulary? What else is it that comes to mind when we are talking about English language? Is it idioms? Is it phrasal verbs? I know the phrasal verbs are enemies of many of my students, and that is why check out the channel for the phrasal verb images. They are always available for you, 2 phrasal verbs a week. So check that out on the channel. It's not on the YouTube channel, but do check out on the Facebook page, Twitter, and also on Instagram. Help you out with your phrasal verbs. Right. So we have to understand songs. I've got a couple of great comments coming in here. Understand songs. Yeah, I can understand exactly why. How many songs, how many millions, billions of songs out there are in English? And if you want to understand the lyrics, yeah, you need to learn the language to really understand what those lyrics mean. We have one from Fabio. Hello, Fabio. Thank you for watching out there. You put movies. Yeah, I did mention that one before, but I'm glad that you brought it up. Yeah, to understand movies with or without subtitles. Fabio, do you watch movies with subtitles or without? I'm sure learning this really does help the learning process of learning the language. And somebody else here, we have Al Mejsal. Thank you very much for your comments. I start to learn English, understanding movies. Now living here is a new accent. Yes, you will find that there are new accents all the time. Wherever in the UK or whatever you watch here that is produced in the UK, you will find that the accents are very, very different. Some of them are stronger. Some might be like mine and not be really a strong accent, but you can maybe hear a little bit of an accent with mine. So yeah, that's something that you just have to get used to. The more you listen, the more you'll understand the accents better and better. So be patient with yourself. But yeah, good to hear that you do learn with movies as well. It's something I do recommend. Movies, series. There are lots of great films, movies, and series out there. So plenty of them to watch. Right. Estima has just come in with her next comment. So listen to original films. Yeah, that's something you could do as well if you're interested in. So listen to original films is one way. I don't know if what she means by listen to original films is to watch and listen to them, or if it's classic films. I don't know if that's what she means. If you could just if SMN could just clarify that for me, just make sure I don't get that wrong. with what those original films are. Fabio's just said, I still watch with subtitles. Yeah, I think many people do, Fabio. Many people do watch them with subtitles. It does make it easier with subtitles in your own language or in English, because some people watch them with subtitles in their own language and the audio in English. So which way around do you watch it? English audio and English subtitles, or your own language with the audio and English subtitles? Let me know. Esma is saying about the accents and how the accents are difficult. And as you also just clarified as well, the original version, listen to the original version. Yeah, you can definitely do that. So yeah, the English accents, just going back to that, as you could probably tell from my accent isn't so strong. Maybe some people think it is. If you go to the north of England, you might find yourself struggling a little bit with the accent, because the accent is much stronger, it's a little bit heavier. So you certainly do have to pay more attention to what people are saying, maybe more abbreviations. You can also pick up dialects. So there are challenges wherever you go. And that's why I certainly do recommend that if you are based here in the UK, if you can travel around the country, or even better, if you can speak to people from different parts of the country, if that is online or maybe someone you work with, definitely make the most of that opportunity. The more that you listen to them, the more that you talk to them, the more confident you'll become. And evidently, the more you'll understand. And of course, that is the sole aim. Right. So we also have Fabio's just messaged in, answered my question. Thank you, Fabio. English subtitles and English sound. Fantastic. Yeah, that is, in my opinion, that's the best combination, is that if you can have it with English audio and English subtitles, I think that benefits you the most. But the one that I recommend taking off, if you do choose to watch something to improve your English, try and focus on that English audio. Always have English audio, even if the subtitles are in your own language, at least go with English audio. Absolutely crucial. Anybody else out there that watches series or films with English subtitles and English audio like Fabio, or do they do it a little bit differently? Do they watch without subtitles? Do they watch in their own language, or how do they do it? How do they improve their English in your free time? So SMS says that they do the same as Fabio. I think I said many out there, I believe, would do exactly the same, but others might not. But there's always that option, isn't there? Nowadays, with the platforms that are available to us, there is plenty to choose from if we want it in our own language, and then we want the subtitles in another. Another comment's just come in. So I think with subtitles, even better to learn how to spell it. Yeah, no doubt. That is a very good point indeed. I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, subtitles can help you improve your spelling, can help you pick up phrasal verbs, idioms, fixed phrases, fixed expressions. So there are numerous positives to take and benefits from watching a series with subtitles. Even as an English native, I still watch with subtitles for the reason that I could pick up something interesting, maybe an expression I haven't heard in a while, or if I'm not sure about the spelling of something. The benefit of those subtitles is that they're usually correct. I've noticed a few times not correct, but most of the time are correct. So anybody else out there that watches it slightly differently, and like I said, watches it in their own language, maybe watching the subtitles or vice versa. Anything else that you like about learning the language? Do you like learning it with music, with podcasts, with books, with the internet? Anything else that comes to mind about how you like to learn the language, or with sports, with television? That's a good one as well. Is if you have a real passion for something, you can try and learn some of the vocabulary in that area. Yeah, good comment there. Radio and TV, definitely a good option for you if that's something that you're interested in. SMS is really good to learn English. And yeah, again, couldn't agree more. Television, that is what people watch every day. It's great to watch series and to watch films, but also watch what's on television every day. It doesn't have to be the same program necessarily. It could be something a little bit different to maybe what you're normally interested in, but think about the benefit that it can have on your English. Like I said, that's somebody who lives maybe in the east of the country, maybe in Wales, maybe in Scotland. You have to try and challenge your English. If you think you have a good English level, try and challenge yourself. Watch terrestrial TV. BBC One, ITV, Channel 4, Channel 5. There are many of these channels out there, and you need to watch them. Give them a watch, see how much you understand, test yourself, test your English. It's the best way to do it. It's helped SMM. I'm sure it has helped many of you out there. So that is definitely a recommendation. Radio, I don't actually listen to the radio so much these days, but I have no doubt that it is a great tool for you to understand, again, different accents, different words, pronunciation, and so on. This has been a really good response from everyone about this question. It's be a new segment as well, which is all about your English and how you feel about maybe your current English level, what you like about it, what you do on a daily basis to improve your English. This is the place to tell me about it. Tell me about your English. Never hesitate. Everyone who has replied today, thank you so much for your comments and taking the time to be here this Friday afternoon. I know some are out there working, but I really do appreciate everyone out there who has been there all the way throughout the Q&A, or some that have joined us a bit late. I really do appreciate your comments. And yeah, hopefully you can make it to the next one as well. But I haven't forgotten. If there's anything else actually that somebody else wants to just tell me about regarding their English, as well as thank you for the time. That's all right. Thank you for yours and spending your time here on the live Q&A here on Friday afternoon. There will be another one, another announcement very soon about the next one. Now, the last thing that we're going to look at today is the part that I'm sure all of you have been waiting for, and that is the English fact. What is the English fact for today? We had the fact about the Queen last time, that the Queen sends you a birthday message when you're 100. Now, this fact is one that I'm sure maybe some of you already know it, because if some of you out there are my students, you might have already heard this before. I'd be very impressed if that's the case. Is that I'm going to tell you today what is known, because it's a little bit controversial. This word is known to be the longest word in the English language. And no, the word is not really useful, but it's a fun fact, which is why it's a fact. So the word, and I'm gonna let you try and listen to this. You might not be able to hear it, but I'm going to pronounce it for you afterwards as well. This word is 45 letters long. 45 letters long. Right. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this, but let's see.
Pneumono-ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis.
Okay. I don't know how much of that word you were able to understand through the audio, but I will put this in the chat for you to try and pronounce yourself. Give it a try. Give it a try. Impress your friends. This is the word. Give it a try. Try and pronounce it out loud right now. Try and say it all as one, because I can't. Oh, you want me to say it? I knew you were going to ask me to say it. Oh, of course I was going to. Right. Well, this might take some time. Might take some time. Might take me a few hours to get through this word. Right. So let's go with pneumono. Oh, no, I'm going to have to start again. Yeah, no, I'm going to start pneumono ultramicroscopic silicovolconiosis. I think that's as good as it's going to get from me. So yeah, try it at home, give it a try, and remember, it is 45 letters long. It is known to be the longest word in the English language, but there is a bit of controversy about this, if it actually is the longest word, but it is one of them. And if you are curious about what it means, you might have an idea. It's a disease. It's a lung disease caused by silica dust, and I don't really know where silica dust is, but if somebody has it, you can use this word and you can tell them that they have pneumonal ultramicroscopic silicovolcaniosis. I think I did it better the first time. Don't you agree? Right. I'm glad that is your English fact for today. Give it a try. Try and pronounce it as many times as you can. I would be impressed if you can pronounce it, because it's not a word that you probably ever use or you'll ever remember. But it's a great fun fact, and that's what it's about right at the end of the Q&A, is a great English fact for all of you out there. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And remember, the next Q&A will be sometime next month. I will put an announcement on the Facebook page, the Instagram page, and also on the Twitter page, and of course on YouTube. I hope you can all join me there. We'll be doing something very similar next time. Remember, if you do have English-based questions, you can always ask me. First section of this particular Q&A is about you asking me questions. Ultra microscopic silicovolcaniosis. Sounds like a spell, like a wizard. I'm not going to say it again. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and I hope to see you all next month. See you then. Bye.